Hey guys, it's me again. Again. Okay, I cut my paper down. I got out my tie back. This is one I bought. I'm not really a fan of it, so I only use it in ones I'm going to keep or give to family who don't really care. So I covered up the name because it was getting hard to keep my finger over it. Okay, cats are gone for a minute, so they won't bug me. Okay, so maybe you're saying, why do you put tie back in something you're going to use for such a short period of time? Because I don't want it to go all willy-nilly in my purse either. I don't want it to fall apart. So I cut this just a little bit shy of my envelope, not much, about 1/4 of an inch on both sides. So then that will be 1/8 of an inch on both sides in this envelope. So I just go around it with my pencil, because this doesn't have to be perfect. And then I get my scissors. You could do this with your rotary knife or your craft knife also. You'd probably get a cleaner cut if you did that, but this is okay for now. And just turn it around. I don't craft at my table anymore because the cat beds are on it, so this is where I craft. Really a cramped space. You know, my cats even have their own room upstairs, and they would just rather hang out in here with me. My son's room is right across the hall from their room, so I figured they would really love it up there. Nope. I used their person. Okay. So, let me put this away real quick. And then we got this. Okay. So this is going to go right down in this envelope. You only have to do one side, because like I'm not going to keep this top part open. I'm going to make my pockets on this, I think, because the top is pretty raggedy. If you had a brand new envelope, it would work great, but I just really like to recycle when I can. So yeah, that's going to work. So to secure this in here, we just use a little Fabri-Tac. And you're not going to worry about exactly how much. You just, this is my bottle I need to finish thinning. I haven't really thinned that one. This is the one I thinned in. They get the goobers on the outside, and then they get hard to open. See, this one comes out a little better. Still, both are so thick. Ugh. I am not a crafter who enjoys getting their hands dirty. I am just not. Okay, let me try it again. Okay. Then pretty quick, you got to get in here and straighten it back up, or else it'll bunch up in there and you won't like it. God, I think I'm going to have to get my hands dirty again. Because it's a lot easier to straighten up on the side you don't have the glue yet. Okay. Okay. Let me put my trash can. Okay, so then we're going to put a little more glue on the inside. Why is my glue being so bad? Yeah. See, it's coming out now. Okay. Then we're just going to put some on here. Close it and close it down. We're going to cover this so it doesn't matter what it looks like now. It just really doesn't matter. Okay. Let me get the cat hair off. Okay. So now we got this. And so you have to decide what do you want on the cover, okay? I could put this, which I really, really like it. Or I could put this on one side and part of that picture frame on the other. But I think I'm just going to go with this. So that means I gotta cut again. I'm sorry. How long is this? I think this is an 8-inch envelope. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and maybe 3/4. So we'll go about 8.5. And nope, I like that side better. 5 3/4. Okay. I'm going to ink this real quick. And I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to fold it again. Then I'm going to make sure that fits good. It's a little long, but it'll be okay. Okay. I want that little bit of a frayed edge. I like the way that looks. Today's Saturday. It is such a boring Saturday. For the summer, that's strange because it's always something to do in the summer. Just the afternoons are lazy. I cannot find a refill for my Gathered Twig ink pad. I'm going to miss this so much. I can't even find a new ink pad, much less a new refill. I love this color. I will either go back probably to Walnut Stain. Go on, Texie Poo. Go all the way. Or sit right there. So if you know anywhere I can get a Gathered Twig refill, please tell me. Okay. So I don't know what I'm going to put on the inside, but I know for sure this is going to go on the outside. Right there is great. And there is a little extra I want to get rid of. This is also a great way to use up your 6x6s, 4x8s, any of those little pads that you collected before you started junk journaling that you barely use now. This is a great way to use them up. This, pockets, anything. Sorry, this is really boring, but I promise you this goes together really fast once you decorate it how you want it. I just don't like that white edge. Okay. That's great. Right there. I think I'm going to use my fast fuse today because my regular glue gun needs glue. Why did Stampin' Up! Quit making the refills for this? I will never know. This is like the best glue ever. Everything holds with fast fuse. So I just don't know why they quit. Hit this with a heat gun and it is permanent. Not moving. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to think about the inside. And you can save the inside until after you're done. This goes so quick, I'm going to tell you. So we're just going to fold these pages. For a daily, usually they have 15. But my dailies always have 16. Because I don't waste that page, that other cut. I just go ahead and throw it in. Why not? This is tedious. Folding all this paper, but it's alright. I only have 15 folds. Do you want me to pause this while I fold these? I will. I'll pause it. Okay, guys. I've cut my paper and I put it in the order I want it. And I've also made sure that it fits pretty good in here. There's a little overhang. Doesn't bother me at all. But one thing I couldn't find is a bank envelope. And I don't want to run out to the car and look because I don't want to. So I figure I could probably make one. It can't be that hard. So I'm going to tuck that there and put something to kind of keep it there. I have one piece of paper left. It's real pretty. I'll probably use it as a pocket. And I found this Five Guys little gift card envelope that I'm going to put in there. I don't know what for, but I will. And so let's make a pocket real quick. I don't think it will be that hard to make a pretty simple pocket. Let's fold our paper. I love getting this weird edge. I don't know. I just love that frayed edge. Sometimes it doesn't even get to show, but I like that frayed edge from when you tear paper. Okay. So let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna get this scoreboard. And first, I will fold it a little bit more than what I want this way. And then I will make my, you know, the hinge. So I like to make my hinges at least 1/4 of an inch. I know I'm folding it the wrong way, but it's okay for right now. Somewhere I have a bone folder. I know. Okay. And so that's going to go like that. And that will be the little piece that sticks out. And I could make a flap, but I think that would just be overkill, so I'm going to leave it like this. Because it's just for me. Ugh, it's going to fall, it's going to fall. Let me get out my one of these. I'm just going to go one side. try to get it in the middle. It doesn't matter. Just so I can put my finger down in there. It doesn't really matter. It don't matter. Still not cool, kitty kitty. Okay, so I don't want to ink this because it just looks white. But I will probably decorate it a little bit. I'm just going over it a little. Because it is just so white. And we don't want a lot of white. We want to look at something pretty. We're going to use it every day. So we want it to be pretty. But it doesn't have to be super pretty, fancy, like tags and pockets. Unless you use them every day, then I wouldn't take the time to put them in here because I don't use tags or pockets every day. I use one pocket in these things, and that seems to suffice for me. And I have some fresh, I thought I did. Let me grab it. Well, I thought I had some fresh score tape, but I must not. Huh. Weird. Weird. Well, let me get some fresh score tape real quick. Because I think my old score tape is just too old. Put some here. And I'm going to put some along the bottom. Sorry, I gotta get some water. Two-year-old score tape may not work. But this is fresh score tape, so. So there is our pocket I'm going to put in. I think I'll put my pocket right here. Okay. So that's it. I mean, basically, you could sew it and just leave it like this, but we're not going to. But we are going to sew it. And then we'll do the inside and stuff, because we're not going to put a lot of envelopes in it or anything like that. But we may put an envelope on the back for a pocket, because I really am used to having that pocket. And so this is waxed thread. This comes from eBay or Amazon, I'm not sure. So take your thread and just look at your album or measure it, and you want it to go about twice. And I don't cut my thread right away. I go ahead and thread it. And I leave the tail. You need to have a tail. You can shorten your tail, lengthen your tail. Doesn't matter. And this one, I'm not going to like make a template. It's a small book. It's for your own use. You really don't need a template. What you do need is something to poke into. And so I poke into this. You can poke into anything you want. So we have the middle. And you just want something to kind of keep it together. It doesn't have to be giant clips or anything like that. You just want two things to kind of keep it together. It seems like I should have something else. I don't, they're all in use. So we'll just do it one-handed. You need a pokey tool, something to poke with. I use this all. And then I guess at the middle, and I'm thinking the middle is close to there. And so I just poke. Then poke and push through a little bit more, because you want your thread to go through. Then I guess here, it's about an inch. Poke through again a little bit. And then we're going to guess at the other side too, about an inch. I'm going to guess that is a little bit more than an inch right there. That's about an inch. Poke through. There. And we're going to sew it. You need a sponge. Got to keep your sponge, because that's going to help you pull your needle through if you need to. First, you go through the middle to the outside, inside to the outside. Then you can either go top or bottom, it doesn't matter. Push it in, push the needle in. And then this is where your sponge comes in handy. And then, super simple, guys, you just go through this other hole from the inside, like that. Pull it through. Then go through the middle. Super, super easy. This is going to be the hardest poke to make sure you get everything right. You don't want to poke through the string, so hold it off to the side. This is going to be your hardest poke. to get through all your papers is that second one through the middle. Pull it through. There you go. Pull your tail through because it's going to be sticking out the other side. There you go. Pull your needle out. Tuck your needle back into your sponge. You want to keep that sponge. Don't ever, you have to have a little piece of sponge or this gets too hard. Now, if you don't want to waste your thread, you can do what I'm doing now. Because I don't really like to waste my thread. So I'm going to get this tail. I'm going to pull a little bit of this tail back through. See? And then just tighten it back up. It's not hard. You'll get the feel for it real quick. There. And pull. And it will tighten back up. You didn't waste your thread. You didn't throw anything extra away. And just take this and snip it. I kind of vary them. So one's a little longer. You don't have to. I don't know why I do that. But I do. Put your thread away for next time. And you're done. There you go. Right? So you got it how you want it. Take these. Tighten it up. Tie it. You can tie it once. You can tie it twice. You can tie it a million times. It doesn't matter. There's the first tie. The second tie, I lift this inside piece up, the long piece. I tuck one of my little tails under, and then I tie it again. Don't know why I do that either. That's how I do it. Get your little tail underneath there and tie it again. So you're tied in there. It's tight and it's good. So now you could decide if you want to cover that stitching up. If you don't like your stitching, you can cover it up. I'm not going to. If you don't like the writing that shows but under the envelope, you can cover that up. I'm not going to. I don't mind the way it looks. What I am going to do is just come back in with my ink and ink where it would be white. That's it. That's how you do it. Now I am going to get my black envelopes from over here. And I'm going to look and I'm going to see. They're pretty close. So I'm going to get one out. Maybe if it comes out. And I'm going to see how much I have to modify it to fit back here. You'll probably have to modify it a little bit, not much. You don't want it to be flush against where you stitch. You don't. And a lot of people will say I'm doing this wrong because I went ahead and sewed it before I decorate the inside. But I don't feel like I am. I don't mind doing this. But I think that black envelope might be just a smidge. Nope, it is perfect. So I'm just going to do this the easiest way I know. I'm going to trim some of this envelope back. Probably, I'm going to say that's close to being a ½ an inch. Right there, see? I'm going to cut it off. Then I'm going to go over here on the other side. And I'm going to put this against here so that it's even. Kind of hard when it's dark, but you'll get it. Right about there. That's about even. Right? Yep. I'm going to make my pencil mark right along there. See my pencil mark? And I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to cut it right along there. Open it up. Cut it off. Then I'm going to get my scoreboard. And I'm going to put that there. And I'm just going to, it's getting dark. I'm going to find my little score tool and score closer to these two lines. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to score it again. Okay. So then I have a new closure. See? Just modified it a tiny bit. You're going to decorate the cover. That little flap. You'll never even know it was there. I'm done with those. And I think I'm done with those. So now I can decide whether I want to put this in here like so. And then do I want to leave another pocket here? Or would I like to make another pocket here? Hold on one second. Somebody's knocking on my door. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, so I think I am going to put a pocket here. I don't know why. I'm not going to use the pocket, probably. I will use this pocket. Like, I'm probably not going to use another pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it down. This is probably the only thing I consistently bought from Stampin' Up! And they discontinued it. I do like their punches a whole bunch. But as far as like going back over and over and over again, it was always just to buy the, but I could put a pretty piece of paper down so that you don't see. That's not pretty. So you don't see the black. That's kind of silly. Nah, that'll be okay. Okay. Okay, so maybe I could put another envelope in the front. Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt. If you want to know, these are from cutcardstock.com, and they're called Classic Linen Envelopes, Epic Black, 80-pound text, A2. I love cutcardstock.com. I love their paper. So, I guess I love their envelopes too. Probably there is an easier way to do this, and I think I'm going to try it. Instead of having to mark. Why do I put stuff away if you know you're going to use it? Just leave it out. Instead of having to mark it with a pencil, I could probably just... Did I put it away? See, I put this junk away. It's stupid. Just leave it sit out on here. So, 1/2 inch would be about... They don't have to be exact, but... There. And flip it around. And do it again. I do the first one because then you can see where to do the second one. And then, yeah, this was easier. You can just go like this. Open my little flaps and cut them off. And fold. Oh, I should have cut them a little bit below. I'm going to go back and do that just so it shuts good. It's shutting okay. There you go. I did it again. I forget you have to go like so. Okay, so. Just put it down. Make sure it's even with one side. And then it should be even with the other. Oh, I think that one was a little long. It doesn't matter. So, okay, there it is. So, you can decorate it. Which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to decorate this. I'm going to make a little tab there. And then I'm going to decorate the inside a little. And I'm going to come back and show you real quick. Let me decorate it and I'll come back and show you what it looks like decorated. Guys, you know, it's not quite done. But I thought maybe you don't know how to decorate it. And that I didn't know how to decorate them at one point in time. And I probably still don't know the right way, but I'm going to show you how I do it. Like, just the easiest way in these dailies. So I'm going to bring you down, I think, just a little bit. Okay? So first, I'll talk about this pocket. See? Well, first, let's go back and I'll show you how I did this. Okay, so you got this pocket here, right? And it's an odd size. So it's going to be hard to measure. So you just take it and you take your piece of paper and you put it over. See, like this? And you lay your envelope down on it, like so. And you leave a little overhang over here, just a little, not much. I don't think I can really get you down much further to see. Okay, so then you take your pencil, you make sure it's flush up against the end of this envelope, and you take your pencil and you just go around it, right? Try to do it better than me. And see, that side comes up just a little. So we want that to be up just a little. And then we'll follow our line down. And then just make your line across, okay? So now you have the size of your envelope here. You take a little ruler, big ruler, I don't care what size ruler, put it right here, flush, because you know you want this straight, and just decide how much you want. And go across, okay? So there's that pencil line. You want to follow that pencil line. And do the same over here. Just decide how much of an edge you want. And make a pencil line. And we know we want that to follow that. Then do the same over here. And just decide how much you want. Draw your line. And we know we want that one to follow that. So then you'd cut it out. Easy. Try to follow it exact. You may not. It's okay. Nothing's exact. It's a junk journal. Kind of not a junk journal. It's a daily, but same thing. Oops, lost my ruler. Oh,
Hi, it's Getting Healthy Together, and
oops. Okay. So we lost the ruler, but it's okay. So then this would just go right on top, like so. And then that's how you make, when you have like a flap on something, or, and then if you have to even it up as you work on it. And so that's how you get your that kind of decoration there. So then we have this pocket, right? We know both sides of this pocket are the same. So the same piece of paper, or a new piece of paper, any piece of paper, fold it in half, because you know both sides are the same. Then just line it up where you want it. Like, that's probably pretty good. Then just mark it right here. And mark it right there. And you have your cut lines already there. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. So you'll cut there. And then you'll cut, one side of mine's going to be a little odd. That's alright. And you'll cut there. And see, that piece has got to get trimmed a little to make it the same. That's okay. And if you truly want them identical, put them both under there. And then we're going to get our cool little rip lines. And then, since this one has this little divot, we're just going to take it, center it. I should have waited and done this later, but I didn't. Decide where the center will be. And then mark the center of your little divot here. As far down as you want it. I think that's good. And get your little thing. Try to center it. At the end of your pencil mark, pop it. And then you'll have your divot line up with your paper. And so I got an ink piece. If you don't want to ink, don't ink. So I did really good just using the scrap paper that I wanted to use, the extra papers that I had either printed or cut. Okay. And then again, we're just going to glue them on using Fast Fuse. This one is a little shy, like a whole lot shy of this edge. So what you can do, because we save everything, find something in here you like. Like, that's not bad. Well, this is better. It's a little longer. Just ink it real quick. And we're going to Fast Fuse one edge, bring it out, and put it down. And then put this over it, and it doesn't look so horrible. There. Okay. And we're just going to line this up. Because if this doesn't look right, it'll look weird. But if this is lined up, the rest of it doesn't have to be so lined up. And it won't look so weird. Okay, so there's that. And then this side just has to center. It doesn't matter. Okay. Stick to the thing. I'm going to try to get this too. I have a little glue sticking off the edge. And then this side we're just going to line up. I don't think this paper has a right or a left or... Ah! Darn. So you put something right there. Oh, you know, these are the, this is the stuff for the Bohemian Junk Journal. So we're going to put something right there. That's okay. Should I put the flower too? Why not? There. Covered up my hole. There's that. So, the inside part is decorated. Looks pretty. And then this outside part, and I'm going to first put this down. The flowers do have a direction, I think. I don't know. And then I can just wiggle it in however it's going to go. I like the glue because you have a second to think about it. Make sure it doesn't seal. And then this one right here. Yep, I know they don't match so great. I don't care. I really did think about doing that so I could write on it, but I figured the flowers I could write over too. They were prettier. So then just stick that on the right way, not the wrong way. Like so. Now real quick, just make sure that didn't seal. Okay. We're not quite done with that side or this side, but we're close enough. And I want to, you know, just decorate it a little bit with you. But you really can just get this out in a very short period of time. Like if I was just doing this myself and not having to think about it much, I could put this together in about an hour. I don't know how to quit. I once knew how you burp these bottles, but I don't anymore. And I think I got my flowers going the right way. And I put glue in the wrong spot. Sucks. Should not have put glue up on here. Let me see if I can just scrape it off real quick. Pretty much. Okay. Yep, I think I have my flowers going in the wrong direction, but it really doesn't matter. Yep, they're upside down. Can I pull it off? Oh God, it wasn't even that important. Your flowers can go any direction they want. Oh God, I'm gonna mess this sucker up. Let me just try to straighten it up a little bit. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Okay. So, that's it. That could be the end of your decorating, or if you go in here and you think there's anything too white. So, I used just the scrap pages that I had. This one has a wrinkle. It's not a tear yet. But maybe I could find something quick plastic does not adhere good. I'm just going to tell you that. When I do these, plastic does not adhere good. But I do know something that does. And that is this wallpaper. Or, that's really classy. Let me shut this just in case it falls. Good Lord, I don't want to pick that up. Okay, so this wallpaper goes down really good. Makes a nice little thing. Makes a nice little tuck thing right here. So I'm only going to do half. And I'm going to try to get it centered where the glue is. But if it's not centered, it really doesn't matter. And you only need to tuck a small amount. You don't want to make the tuck spot too big. That might be too much glue. Darn. For this one back here. Again, you kind of want to center it. Doesn't matter if it is or it isn't. But way too much glue. Okay, so I'm going to get my tiny attacher just real quick. And I'm just going to go into that, hopefully. Oh, it won't work. With my stapler? Yeah, I think my stapler will reach it. And just go way down there. Nope. Huh. I really want to attach that with a stapler. A staple, just to give it that little bit of, so I have a staple in there. No big deal. I'm going to do the other one too. Just to secure it. Ah. Okay. So I think it's done. There isn't much more I could do. It's just, you know, it's simple. It is what it is. It's going to have a hairband closure also. Ugh, this drawer is so stuck. I gotta get my cats out of this room. I gotta get my table back. So I don't know. It could be one of these. Will it stay on there? Nope, that's way too big. So it's gotta be one of these. I kind of like the brown one for this. And there you go. And if worse comes to worse and your hair ties won't fit, you could just make it out of some elastic. But that does work. And you can hang a little charm from here. You could make this just as cute as a button, or you can leave it just like it is. I said I was going to use this as a pocket somewhere, but I didn't. And there's that one page that was torn. I'll go through it with you. The ones I used. And then this is too long, so I gotta quit. So there's two pockets. I used all the paper. This is that folded piece of paper. I may have to reinforce that. I don't know. But piece of washi would work. This is the page that had the hole in it. I went ahead and used it. This is the graph paper. These are some of those old pages I printed that were purple. This is the one that was tore, the dog-eared one. Then another piece of the paper that I use. I really like the tulip, so. And the Chicken by the Lake paper. This one's not even, you know, coffee dyed. Neither's that one, but these are the little strips to write notes on the back. This is the cocoa paper. And more of those old papers that I ran out of ink. Chicken by the Lake in the middle. You could put things on here. You could put buttons. You could put flowers, punches, whatever. And then the rest of the pages are just the other ones. And then this is the little pocket that I made and I decorated. You can put something down in there. I don't know. Here is the Five Guys. I could put that right there, but I probably won't. That's where I ripped the hole, gluing. And that's it. And here's the other envelope pocket. They're fun, they're easy, they're a way to use up your scraps or extra things you printed. And it's just a recycled envelope. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, but I don't think you will, but if you do, you could just ask me. It's cute, and I call these dailies because they fit good in your purse, and you write all your notes in them that you take every day, grocery store lists, whatever. And then you throw them away because they're just dailies. See you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.